Oh God. Uh, glad I
No.
was doesn't voice on Spotify up. Let's play. Oh God. I had music lined up, but the music is not playing. I'll go to my backup.
Tom Brady gave me COVID. Possibly one of the best things I've ever seen. Ah. Yeah, I hear the news are calling. Toss salad and scrambled eggs. Scared?
They can hear you, man. They can't hear me though.
Ah, this is great then. Ah, fantastic. John Kingston? Oh, oh man.
Which was in stream. I'm doing so good at the moment, dude.
Oh man, you're doing great,
I'm
sweetie.
doing great, sweetie. Oh man, it's like I have COVID or something. Fuck Tom Brady.
Oh, let's yeah. What a way to start the game, right?
Indeed, we alive, buddy.
We live? Oh my
Oh,
god,
yep.
are we on the internet? I'm seeing your porn folders, Kenny. Oh
I
no.
know. Oh no, we get to it of those. Hello, guys. Welcome.
Hey,
Gonna
welcome
have
to the
to.
room where it happens. Oh man, we're on a good roll tonight. I'm Lance, this is Kenny. This is the place to share thoughts, ideas, and passions, and most importantly, find that friend across the internet. If you don't already, follow us on Facebook at the Room Where It Happens Pods, and if you happen to miss the shenaniganery of past episodes, look us up on youtube.com/crosstalk network. Kenny,
Mm-hmm. What's up, Ben?
clearly you are doing awesome.
Oh yeah, dude. I have had quite the week, man. Woo! Good old COVID-19. All thanks to my disdain for a certain quarterback. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Hey,
I
there's no
know
problem.
he's a big listener, but I just don't think he likes me. So,
What did Patrick Mahomes ever do to you?
well, he took my he took too much ketchup. That's what he did.
I mean that isn't entirely fair though. I don't really know, bro, bro, bro. It
Bruh,
is
bruh.
cold
It
outside,
is.
and
It is indeed cold outside.
it is -4 here in Kansas. Well, last time I updated my weather app.
Oh, poor baby. -4. Oh.
Oh, shut up. They're talking about having rolling blackouts over the next week, hour by hour, in order to make sure there's enough power for everybody. That's how big it is here. Uh, I know that I have family who lives in Texas, and the entire state has just decided, you know what, we're done. We're gonna come back in a week, and we're
Oh,
gonna.
you poor babies.
No, hey! They don't know what it is. They barely.
-25. Do you see that? That's what that's what that's what code is. God.
No, because it was green screened out, and I kept seeing like little blips in the matrix. So I honestly don't know what temperature it is.
See,
I think it's a
believe
balmy
me. Whatever. What
uh,
do you mean I'm using a green screen? Do you think this is not my office?
Kenny. I know you're a
Obviously.
vegan, so I absolutely know you would not have
Hmm.
mounted fish and animal remains on your
They
walls. I know you would.
they are vegan remained. So like no
Vegan
vegan
remains,
means yes.
sir. As someone
Yes.
who has actually hunted before, and someone who has actually like seen what a mounted fish looks like, you don't get those by being a vegan, buddy. You got to go kill something.
But that's not what Instagram told me. Don't know why I'm listening to Instagram. But
Uh,
it is freaking cold outside. Just the fact that you said that there is many states that are having to do rolling blackouts is simply ridiculous.
Oh,
Like,
it's absolutely insane. Like they're literally talking like, "Hey, just so you know, there will be a schedule where you will have a block of an hour where we shut off power. Hope you're warm for that hour because you're not gonna be after until this is done,
yeah,
and then we crank your power back up."
yeah. But it's the fact that they don't have enough power is kind of strange, if you ask
See,
me. Like
see,
that they can't just make it.
they gotta listen to that song. I got the power.
Oh, there you go. But yeah,
Oh man,
man, Texas, they have been having some issues, like, like, like with that big 150 call pile up. Like it is, it has just been ridiculous, man.
oh I think like 6 people died in that thing. Like it was absolutely insane. And like if you watch the video, there was like the last one that rolled in was basically a semi truck that just was cruising and rolled just into it. But it just goes to show that when you're out and about, it doesn't matter where you live. There can be ice on the roads anywhere. So for the
Oh
love of all
yes,
that's good and holy, if it is below the freezing temperature, please drive a little slower and be a little safer.
yeah, and 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 just because you have four wheel drive does not mean that you have four wheel stop. That actually means you're going to slide that much, that much worse. So,
Yeah, exactly. It gives people a false sense of security if you haven't driven on ice before.
hmm
Oh man, but all the cold has definitely encouraged me though, Kenny. I gotta say,
oh
because
yeah,
I've been, I went and I watched the next episode of WandaVision.
okay, and what did you think? This was episode 2, right? Episode two.
Yes,
So
yes,
2.
yes. Bro, she pregnant though?
Hey, see? Yeah,
I mean,
that just came out of left field, huh?
yeah, right across my head with a baseball bat, and I was like, oh, and then I was lost in the implications of that because, dear God, uh, no, let's hope that that never comes to pass for me. That just something randomly becomes pregnant.
Well, it is one of those classic TV tropes, though. Well, people just randomly have to get pregnant.
It's true. It's true. But needless to say, I'm a big fan of the show. And I'm like I said, holding strong, I'm holding on to the strength. I'll only watch one a week so I can discuss my
God,
thoughts and feelings with
but
you and only you.
that pisses me off so much, man. I want you just to freaking watch it because you are missing out on so many other big things right now. And yeah, you're like, what? She's pregnant? It's like, oh yeah, that was a big thing.
That was a thing. Yep. Uh, Oh
Oh,
man, but hey, if we're talking about things that we're gonna do inside and be cold, be away from the
hey,
cold.
now this is a PG show. Watch it.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that, but okay.
See what I did
Congratulations.
there?
You caught me off guard, buddy. But The Last of Us, though, The Last
Yep.
of Us, I'm pretty excited. I see that there's a Last of Us TV show.
Yeah, this is one of those all time great um zombie zombie games that's not really about the zombies as much as it is like the about the character. So this is going to be really interesting.
I mean, and my man crush Monday, Pedro Pascal.
Yep, he gets
That
in another. He gets in another show where he gets to escort someone.
bro, like let's be honest here. The Mandalorian was criminal because they had him in a helmet the whole time.
Oh yes,
Criminal.
oh yes.
Don't get me wrong, the man has a sultry voice, and I'm about it. But like, if I can't see that beautiful face, bro,
And I am loving some of this fan art that people have been creating. Like it gets
oh,
me pretty hyped, but this is just all fan art. And what do you think about the Bella Ramsey getting a shot at a big time character?
fairly fair. I don't know who Bella Ramsey is.
Um, sh- um, sh- she's from Game of Thrones. Bella
Really?
Ramsey, Game of Thrones. As soon as I bring this up, that that character.
Oh, the
Right?
little. Oh
Yes.
yeah,
You
yeah.
cannot have picked a better actress.
She's a little badass. I approve. I give it the approve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I miss the Game of Thrones.
They ruined that last season. I'm just not gonna lie. By the way, I
Yeah,
did watch.
they did. They did. They completely pushed it. They completely pushed it.
I wish that they'd have done 2 seasons and just taken their time and made it happen. I mean, granted, I know it was super expensive as a show, but like, dear God, I wish that they would have taken their time and really tried to do it justice to what they had built up. I mean, they had built such a great the 6 seasons before it. There was very little where I was like, And then like the last season was like, I'm not gonna go ahead and there.
Yeah, yeah, they definitely pushed it forward way too quickly, and yeah, but oh well, that's in the past. Now we can talk about the talk about the future. All somebody has made in RTX version of Mario 64. Just look
Oh,
how absolutely gorgeous this game looks with RTX in like
ooh,
it's
I'm a
ridiculous.
I'm a real big fan, Kenny. I'm gonna need some time alone with that.
Because this is not what you would expect RTX to be working with, but holy crap.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I really want them to do more of this because this is it's incredible.
Yeah. Like, I almost bet you that this would never see the the light of day, and we might get demonetized, but because Nintendo, they have such a stranglehold on the content, and it is very frustrating.
Oh no, 100%. Yeah, I that is the absolute truth right there. But sorry, I'm kind of dumbstruck right now. I'm just kind of like I'm looking at this going, oh my god, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
I can't stop.
like
Can't don't stop.
the water in general just looks mwah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, 10 would play again. Wow. Genuinely though.
And
Um,
so, what other game from this time period would you like to see having in an RTX version?
oh, you already know what I'm gonna say. The
Don't
Legend of Zelda
say go
Ocarina of
tonight.
Time.
Okay, 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 yes,
The
that
Legend of
game would
Zelda
be fantastic.
Time. Oh, I am a big fan of that. Oh, bro. I played that game so much when I was little. I played the Master Quest version. I played the original version. I beat it all. For those of you in the know, I even got the big Goron sword, which is a pain to get. But oh yes, if that was RTX, like if they made an RTX version of that, mwah, perfect, top tier.
Well, I don't know. Well, somebody did make it in the Unreal engine. Have you seen this?
I had seen that. So I mean, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan, but like the difference even then between like Unreal versus RTX is
Oh
just fun.
yes. Well, and the fact that the Mario 64 one, that was the actual normal graphics. This is actually completely redone graphics. So guess there is that big difference.
Are we going to discuss the fact that Link might just be a cryptid that Hyrule just goes ahead and agrees that yeah he's a thing and he just randomly appears and he just does like he might come into your shop and destroy all your pots and
Yeah, he's a bit of a dick. A bit of a dick. Just, just, just like Joss Whedon has turned out to be a little bit of 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 a dick. Like,
I'm not familiar. I genuinely I saw your talking points on that and I'm like what on earth?
yeah. Well, you have heard about um, you have heard about the issues that happened on the Avengers set, right? With Well, no, I'm sorry, not the Avengers. On on the Justice League. You know
Right.
how
Yes, yes. With the guy who plays what is the name of that character? I'm drawing a
I
complete
know. I was
blank.
hoping you would remember. I know the actor's name is Ray Fisher, but
Cyborg.
yeah, there we go. I get them confused a lot with the Agents of Shield version, but yeah, and so Charisma Carpenter that played in both the Buffy the Vampire Slayer as well as the Angel spinoff, and she has came out talking about how horrible of an experience it was working under Josh Whedon, especially when she got pregnant and and Josh Whedon basically tried to convince her to give up the baby so she can keep working.
The actual hell?
Yeah,
Oh,
and there's been a bunch of other people that have been coming out have have been coming out against him now. I guess he used to enjoy making the female writers the female writers cry. So it's like
well,
and there was a war that Michelle Trachtenberg could not be in the same room alone with Joss Whedon. So I'm not quite sure anything more, but that's that
right. And to tack it all on there, allegedly.
yes, yes, but with with all these people coming out, but now this brings up an interesting thing is just because he was a just because he was a dick of a manager, does that mean that we have to stop supporting what he has done? Like,
See, I'm of the opinion that if he's already put out like put out content in the world, like and yes, if he's a dick of a director, yeah, but at the same time, that content still goes and you look at like the Star Wars and all that sort of thing, like all the stuff he's put out, you shouldn't go and cancel the stuff that he's already put out because there's still money that's going towards the actors. There's still money that's going towards those people if they had
yeah,
back end on their deal. So I definitely say don't go and say, oh, we're never going to go and watch or buy or do whatever with the stuff that he did before, because then you're hurting the same people that you're claiming to support. But if you truly don't like the guy, just don't watch any of his future
yeah,
work. Make it clear to the studios that if has a hand involved, that you're not going to watch it. And money talks and bullshit walks, and they will make him walk if they're not getting money out of him.
yeah. And it is just so disheartening because he has created so many of my favorite works of art. Like he is responsible for my childhood, pretty much. So
Oh, I mean, it's true. I mean, you look at even back earlier. What Steven Spielberg went and met Alfred Hitchcock, and Alfred Hitchcock was like a complete and total dick to him.
yeah,
And so he's like, all right, I'm going to go do what you did and just do it better.
yeah,
You know, it's one of those things where it's like it sucks that the person turns out to be a dick and everything like that. And the only thing that you can do is say, okay, either A, I'm going to do it better, or I'm going to support better content and better people that have those things. And hopefully the series that he started will be taken over by people who are going to give it
Oh yeah.
the same love and affection that you've had for it, and without crushing
Hmm.
people's souls.
And I just think that these studios need to do a better job of being able to take control of these types of situations. Because I guarantee you that at the studio knew what was happening, and they did nothing, and and that makes his actions that much worse. Like it is the inaction that we have gotten to this place in our history where everybody is turned out to be quite the quite the asshole. But
I genuinely believe that if it's behind closed doors and people don't think anybody is watching, their natural instinct is to be an asshole, because
yeah,
inevitably people like power. They like to feel powerful. And what's one of the easiest ways that you can? By shouting over open radio channel at your managers with associates on the line. I mean, what? No, no, no. Sorry, sorry, sorry. That was completely different. Oh, sorry.
well, and 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 speaking of about being locked in a room, what is Putin and Elon Musk talking about? What is going on with that?
So I'm actually pretty excited about this. So I don't know if you know the app or the
Russian
it's
level right
called.
there.
Hey, I'm just a fan. No, can't say that. It's cold. It's a PG. So no, actually, what I was gonna say is that so the app Clubhouse, right, or the website
Hmm.
Clubhouse. So
Well, kind of.
Elon Musk last week or the week before, something like that, he interviewed, I think, the CEO of Robinhood, right? And so
Okay.
then he actually reached out to Putin in the Kremlin, asking, "Hey, would you like to come on my show, and would you like to be interviewed virtually by me?" Definitely not a news person, and of course the Russian government's like, "Yes, we will do this, but first we need to see all the questions so we can prepare our lies in advance." You know, excuse the horrible Russian accent, but that was precisely it. But I would be very interested to see that, because I like the idea of putting people in a position where they're naturally a bit more disarmed, because they're not thinking of the person as a reporter. And you possibly might get some better sound bites or better information than you would with someone who's got their guard up and they're like, "I'm in talk to the reporter mode. I can't say things."
Yeah, but I don't know if Elon Musk is the best one to do this, though. Like, I don't really trust him very much not to have an agenda.
Bro, they all have everybody has an agenda. At this point, I'm just like, I'm following along with Elon Musk, and I'm like, for the memes, because
There you go.
that man, old elongated muskrat, uh, he's pretty much proven that he's down to throw caution to the wind and like jump into some weird stuff. I mean, like, as evidenced by the fact that, like, for the Mr. Beast, like the thing where they were trying to get plant a whatever it was, a billion 30 million trees or whatever.
Hmm.
The guy went and donated $1 million of his own money, and that was before COVID-19, when he became briefly richest the richest man in the world. This is before that, so $1 million, while not a lot of money still at that point to him, it was definitely a larger percentage than it is now. So, and then
Hmm.
of course he changed his name to Treelon because he speaks for the trees, and I appreciated that about him. but so there was that's one. So I mean, like he's genuinely like I I like the fact that he's down to just kind of throw caution to the wind and jump out there and follow his passions. I mean, like I believe that with him being the person driving the SpaceX and everything, I think that that's going to put more emphasis on getting people off of this planet into other planet off of this planet to other ones and out into space more than any other thing because
Mm.
like NASA, bro, they're like, we got the government paid for our stuff. We get this many launches a year, and that's it. And Elon Musk is like, let me go ahead and crowdfund some billionaires and see about them wanting to go into space. And he's making it to where it's like he's making it to where you can get satellites up to space with a competitive market, right? Even though competitive at this point is two, you know, but it's still he's giving people another outlet, and I believe in any sort of the word, competition is good.
Yeah, yeah, yes, and competition is good, but there's just so much of what he does is very self-serving, but it is also his place to be very self-serving. He's just a really sound businessman. Like
It's
I am not sure agree with this new Maryland tax on digital advertising. Like, I haven't looked into it enough to really fully understand what my thoughts on it at all. But what are your thoughts on it, Lance, on this new Maryland digital advertising tax?
so here's the thing that's very interesting about that to me, right? Uh, this tax, they're putting a tax on the ads, like the actual ads that people are seeing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only people who can collect ads on things that happen out of state is the federal government. So this is literally Maryland saying, "Yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to collect taxes on ads that are originating out of state and just take the money. Ooh, take the money and run." And so to me, I'm very interested to see kind of how this comes out because this is going to be I feel like it's going to be a landmark case that's going to be immediately challenged
Oh
because
yeah.
it's going to basically be a state that's saying I can claim taxes on other states, on other states that are basing their ads out of there. And I mean, granted, what they're saying is that they want to take the ad revenue and they want to have tiers basically to where if you want to advertise in the state of Maryland, if you're a big time advertiser like whatever company insert company here, it's going to cost a lot more money versus if you're say the room where it happens podcasting, you're trying to advertise
Mm.
your great show in Maryland, it would cost a far less amount because because basically the idea is to level the playing field to where it costs more money for the bigger people to where they leave a little bit more, there's more ad space available for the smaller people. So that's the justification they're going with. Plus they're also saying that the revenue that they're going to get is going to be pretty
So,
immense. But
but but my question is my question is pretty simple. Why does Maryland believe they deserve to 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 tax a digital advertisement? Why do they believe that's within the right?
uh, because they're Maryland and
Like,
they're tiny. So I mean, like there's the
like
constitutional.
yeah, because what is stopping Virginia from taxing anytime somebody sends bits on Twitch or something like. it just
it's
opens up something that I do not want to open up.
Oh, exactly. And that's why this is gonna go very, very quickly up to the Supreme Court to be like, hey, this is not a good thing. We need to challenge this because it sets up a very uh, a very weird precedent.
Mm,
It just sets up a ooh, if this state can do this, there's going to be a lot of states that are going to be, you'll start seeing taxes on weird things. You know, that people will start, it'll become a form of unfair competition where states will be like, well, I don't like this company, so I'm going to tax the absolute heck out of them. And so that way it forces them to pay more money in advertising to advertise here. So, I
yeah.
mean, like it's a slippery slope, and I'm not excited about it, but it definitely is something to keep an eye on because it's a brand new world, my guy.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
definitely.
and to bring up something a little bit happier than what we had just been talking about. Did you see that the streaker during the Super Bowl made $370,000 just for streaking? And that is because he bet $50,000 that somebody was going to streak, and
Gonna
he
go
was the streaker. So, like,
I'm gonna go ahead and burst your bubble there, Kenny. They're not paying it.
I kind of figured that they were not gonna they were not gonna pay him, but I definitely enjoy his ingenuity and yeah, COVID brain.
Hey, I'm a big fan of it. I'm definitely a big fan of the idea of people going, oh yeah, let's go ahead and place a bet on something happening and then be the thing that happened.
Yeah, right. But meh, if he would have just kept his mouth shut, though, he would be rich potentially. In, and instead, he is just a criminal.
He's a criminal. Yeah, no, but on the upside of it, though, I think he is getting his. I don't know if he's getting his money back or something like that, but I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah,
Yeah.
interesting, interesting times, my guy. Though, I gotta say, man, how are you dealing with COVID right now? I got real sick last year, and I don't know if it was COVID, but I was like real sick. So how are you dealing with it? How are you making it
Well,
through?
so far I have only had a very mild. Like I would almost say I was more sick last week on the podcast than I was this week. Like I honestly don't really remember much about last week's podcast, but I have really had just a very mild stuff. Like I have just been very fatigued, and I cannot taste or smell anything, and that is the strangest sensation. Like you eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and you know what flavors you expect to taste, and then you do not taste anything. It's like I don't even know how to explain it.
I watched a guy literally take an onion and a piece of garlic and just crunch. Nothing.
Yeah,
No reaction.
I could
Spicy
probably do
peppers.
that.
Nothing. I was like, boy, howdy. I almost wanted to go. I want to get COVID just so that I can not taste anything, so I can eat nothing but like plain white chicken and broccoli, and just let's go, let's be healthy. I can't taste it anyways. Let's just sustenance, just put it in.
No, but instead I've been trying to eat things that I love because I am sick, and it's just making me that much more depressed. I'm like, oh, this corn chowder, it sure tastes like nothing. Like,
It
oh,
sure.
honey, that's some of the best cookies you have ever made. Yummy. It's just been
Oh,
so
so, such a great time.
but
Such a great time in your life.
I can drink my coffee I can drink my coffee black. So hey,
Hey,
victory.
hot
I
chocolate
just
cake.
wonder how much this is gonna change my taste buds after this. Because as you know, you are all supposed to be going to back to you're supposed to get back to getting regular taste buds, but like don't expect it to taste exactly the same. Honestly,
Oh yeah, no, it's I know a guy who had it down here in Kansas. He couldn't taste anything for 3 weeks. He literally was like, "This is the start to my diet." And like I was joking about, I
yeah,
can only broccoli and chicken, and that was it for like 3 weeks. And then all of a sudden, now he's changed his habit about what he's eating. And when his taste buds come back, nothing. He's like, all right, cool. Well, now I've been eating this and I have the habit of it. So just started out with this diet, doing great.
yeah. We'll see. I was on the potato diet before that, and that already lost like 15 pounds, and then I got COVID. And then I started eating like shit again because I feel bad for myself, even though I can't taste the damn food. Ah,
That's entirely fair. It's entirely fair. I I highly encourage you to keep it up, buddy. I believe in you. I
keep it
believe in
up.
you.
I am not touching that one. It's so anyway, Lance, and then how have you been sleeping lately, man?
Well, you clearly know. I almost missed this thing.
Yep.
Uh, I work night shift, and boy howdy, my sleep schedule is a mess. Let me just go ahead and say, sleep is super important. You need to get it. You need to have it, and I know that. Holy cow! I my days off, I'm just a mess. I genuinely don't know how I function because I end up just on this weird nap on, nap off kind of deal, sleep on, sleep off kind of deal. It's yeah, it's definitely a weird thing, but um blackout curtains.
Oh
Blackout curtains are
yes. Oh yes.
that's my number one piece of advice. If you're having trouble sleeping, blackout curtains.
But see, I never really had that issue when I was on the shift. I I could sleep no matter what the sun was doing.
Oh, so can I. I can sleep. I can sleep through it. I'm just saying for other people who aren't
Oh
blessed with
yeah.
our sleep through the pain.
Yeah, yes, tomorrow is trash day. Just in case anybody was wondering, that tomorrow is trash day.
Hey, it's
I
all
think.
good because I
Yeah,
can have
actually, it might not be because today was President's Day. So typically, after a holiday, it gets moved back to Wednesdays. I think. I'm not sure. L- Being an adult is strange. you have to worry with stuff like that.
Yeah, it
It's
definitely is.
very cold. You just open up the front door. Ouch.
It, it's very cold, and also, fuck Tom Brady for giving you COVID.
Yeah. But I think we should almost start wrapping this up pretty soon because my headphones keep dying on me.
I've noticed. I noticed that
Yep,
you've cut
I hear you talking.
off.
So,
All right. Anyway, so in the nature of in the nature of dying, please make sure that you don't let this thing die. Throw up some comments on us. Definitely noticed that little boy Yeet and Can I Have Your Attention? Appreciate the biddies. You guys were amazing. Like, follow, subscribe on our Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all that fun stuff. Share with a buddy, and always remember to love each other and find your friend across the internet. Kenny, I appreciate you, sir. Oh, he's completely dead. He's completely dead.
yeah,
Cut
I can't hear nothing. Are we good? Bye bye, guys. I love you. Thanks for the bits and everything.
No, it's a mess. This old day. What a time.
I don't know. Hold on. I was trying to fix it because if I disable my surround sound, I bring my volume down. I can keep it going.
What a
But there we go.
What a glorious time, buddy.
Oh yeah, I think I got my.
Wow. Also, just as a total aside note, I kept looking over in the recommended channels. Sasha Grey is streaming Doom Eternal. That's hilarious to me. Yes, she is, with 1.9 thousand people watching her. You were like, how did she get access to that? That's not fair. Who's that? It was good. I was sitting there. I was like,